Welcome. It's Sunday. Gloomy Suicide Sunday. There's an urban myth about a song, should you listen to it, that you would commit suicide shortly thereafter. And it's referred to as Gloomy Sunday, the Hungarian suicide song. As a matter of fact, the one who wrote it committed suicide. It was not originally labeled the Hungarian suicide song. No, ladies and gentlemen, it was not. But let's start this. Let's start this out with Kyle Spratt's suicide note. It's going to be an interesting show tonight. I'm kind of in a grim mode. I don't know what to do. Should I be arrested or should I commit suicide? I've been cyberbullied by one of the dumpsters on Spreaker.com. A bad guy. But let's listen to this.
Staring at my food, but I cannot eat it. Laying in my bed, but I am not sleeping. Crying in my room and I keep it top secret. Cause people tell me they care, but they do not mean it. I'm cut open, even though I am not bleeding. My heart's broken, so I'ma make it stop beating. Someone runs in the room and screams, he's not breathing. Rush to the hospital to have a doc treat it, but he cannot beat it. There's no time at all, cause I just popped 3 slips and some Tylenol and 3 bottles of antidepressants and Sambuca. 40 ounces got killed and I didn't puke up anything. There's no use in pumping my stomach, cause I'll just do it again. I'm a lost cause, so fuck it. Everyone with grudges towards me is gonna love this. Smiles on their faces when my death goes public. Cause I'm killing myself, taking matters to my own hands. I can't picture myself as a grown man. I don't wanna grow up, I hate changing. Everything's just so rearranged. My life's nothing but a disaster, and time keeps going by faster. But in a second all that shit won't matter. Fuck this, I'ma kill myself. I act happy, but I wanna die, I'm not gonna lie. Thoughts of suicide keep crossing my mind on a regular basis. Going crazy cause I'm going through bullshit on a regular basis. Look me in the face, I'm sick in my eyes cause I'm sick in the mind. I've been wishing to die ever since I was 9. This isn't a lie, I don't bitch just to whine. I bullshit just to rhyme about it. I don't cry just to spit, just to try to guilt trip. Cause I can give 2 shits about your pity. I ain't trying to get everyone to feel bad for me. I'd rather diss everyone and make y'all mad at me. I ain't a happy person and I ain't that light. Not even by myself, I know I ain't that nice. But people don't understand how much I hate my life. Cause if they did, they know how bad I wanna take this life and be killing myself, taking matters to my own hands. I can't picture myself as a grown man. I don't wanna grow up, I hate changing. Everything's just so rearranged. My life's nothing but a disaster, and time keeps going by faster. But in a second all that shit won't matter. Fuck this, I'ma kill myself. I quit, I'm bailing, I'm done, I finally give up. I'm sick of failing, I'm done trying to live up to the expectations everyone has set for me, and trying to explain it for myself. Always questioning about my destination. Fuck my destiny, no more relationships. My friends are all dead to me, my head is aching. Now I don't have any energy, I'm patiently waiting for the day that I can rest in peace. And this medication is the reason I don't get no sleep, it ain't worth taking. So I just take some ecstasy, then hear my friends, you're a retard, fuck up. Maybe killing myself will make you retard shut up. Cause I only do it once in a while, at times when I forget how to fucking smile. I hate being belittled when y'all act like you're looking out for me. If you were looking out for me, then I wouldn't about to be killing myself, taking matters to my own hands. I can't picture myself as a grown man. I don't wanna grow up, I hate changing. Everything's just so rearranged. My life's nothing but a disaster, and time keeps going by faster. But in a second all that shit won't matter. Fuck this, I'ma kill myself. When the time comes, I'll be crying then. I'll have to get a hold of myself, call all my friends and say goodbye to them. Then get high and then call up all my friends again, say goodbye write the hook and it would be like life shit, but I'm taking matters to my own hands. I can't picture myself as a grown man. I wanna grow up, I can deal with change, even if everything gets rearranged. Maybe my life's a disaster, and time keeps going by faster. But now I can see all that shit don't matter. Fuck that, I'ma live my life.
And that was Kyle Spratt, Suicide Note. This is a very somber show. If you're 18 of age or younger, or perhaps you suffer from bipolar, you're depressed, you have anxiety, maybe this isn't the best show to listen to. That is my disclaimer. If you're concerned about your state of mind, maybe not. If you're drunk, maybe not. If you're high, maybe not. But, I'm no good. I'm no good at all. And I'm wanted. And not in the best way. I've been asked to turn myself in, and sadly, I can't allow that. I cannot have that.
Downstairs in the bar and heard your rolled up sleeves in your skull t-shirt. You say, what did you do with him today? And sniff me out like I was Tanqueray.
and welcome to your host, Angela Truth. It's Gloomy Suicide Sunday. All warnings are in effect. You must be 18 of age or older, not in a serious mental condition, not high, not drunk. I'm really scaling down my audience. I accept all kinds. We're going to talk about the history of the Hungarian suicide song. If we listen to it, will we live? Will we live? Hello, Indie Radio. That's cool that you showed up. So, how has your gloomy Sunday been? Anybody? How has your Sunday been? And I love The Walking Dead. I love The Walking Dead. But they're dead, right? I wonder if they have listened to the song, the Hungarian suicide song. Let's talk about it a little bit. It's a killer, this song it is. It's a strange story. A lot of people have covered this song. I want you to close your eyes and listen. In Vienna, a teenage girl drowned herself while clutching a piece of sheet music. In Budapest, a shop killer killed himself and left a note that quoted from the lyrics of the same song. In London, a woman overdosed while listening to a record of the song over and over. I imagine it was a record player where she had it on repeat, so it played over and over and over. In truth, when this song first came out, it was hard to find. It was difficult to find a publisher for the song. So, what connects all these deaths is the notorious Gloomy Sunday, also known as the Hungarian suicide song. It's been linked to over 100 suicides. Will you be next? Will I be next? Including the man who wrote the song, who composed the song, rather. It's in the key of C minor. A lot of minor seconds are in this song. I have a theory about minor seconds, that it affects your body, the mitochondria. I have a friend that's doing a study on it, as a matter of fact. Excuse me, I am a little hoarse today. It's pollen season right now, and it's affecting my voice. It's making it a little bit more raspier. Makes it sound like I'm a chain smoker. So let's look at who wrote this incredible exposition of music. It was in 1933. He was born in Hungary, and his name was Szerez Rudi Spitzer. He was 34 years old, and he was a struggling songwriter. Some say that he was living in Paris, others Budapest. I believe Budapest, because I think in Paris, success is always attainable. The story goes that after his girlfriend left him, he was so depressed, so distraught. In the dark of the night, he wrote the melody that became known as Gloomy Sunday, a minor key ribbon of blue smoke. This tune was given an equally melancholy lyric in Hungarian by Suez's friend, the poet Laszlo. Yes, you heard me right. Laszlo Javor. Some report that it was Javor's girlfriend who left him, inspiring the song as a poem first. I could see that happening. Others say that Szerez wrote his own lyric about war and the apocalypse, and Javor later changed it to a heartbreak ballad. I don't know. I think this tune, it just lends itself to heartbreak of humanity. Maybe it was both. Maybe it was everything wrapped up into one desperate moment. I'm a writer myself, and some of my best writing has been under duress, under pain, under just horrible conditions of the heart, I understand where he was coming from. So, Why don't we listen to this one's Edema. It's called Giving In. I'm going to play a number of different songs before I play the final song, the Hungarian suicide song. So I want to know what you think. Let me know.
but it lost its pride. Beautiful veins and bloodshot eyes. I've seen your face in another life.
And that was, of course, Kurt Cobain. I'm hearing the song play still. Oh. I'm enjoying my wine tonight. Are you Kurt Cobain? Yeah, I've been planning this all day long. Had the house clean. I'm relaxing in my bed. Gonna finish off this bottle of wine. Take my medication. It's gonna be good tonight. Let it die. And let it die. Go and let it die. Why? Why do they say?
A simple man and his
simple man and a blushing bride. It ended. It's definitely over this time. I'm enjoying life. Are you? I know I am. I most definitely am. Now, I've watched this movie called Beetlejuice. And on Beetlejuice, if you commit suicide, you have to work for the man, whoever the man is. Juice. Juicy juice. Does anybody juice here? You see, I had this focus program I was going to do. Like, so ready to do a focus program. And I started this before the end of Sunday. So it might be Sunday where you're at. I don't know. But I think this is perfect, Midnight. Remember you and I had made a promise to each other long before you met the dumpster? I'm calling my promise in. I really am. Ryder. Winona Ryder. Winona Ryder. Come on now. Oh, I know why it's not doing that. Because I just loaded it up. Just now. Oh, I feel so relaxed right now. Everybody should be this react. Beetle. I guess it's at the previous page. Beetlejuice. So what happens if you commit suicide on the other side? Have you ever thought about that? Like what really does happen? Have you ever wondered where you would go? Or maybe you think that's the end of it. It might be. Maybe you'll be crying like a bitch. That's a really good song, by the way, by Godsmack. Really good song. Or maybe it's this.
You want a cigarette?
Oh, no, thank you.
I am alone. I am utterly alone. By the time you read this, I will be gone. Having jumped, having plummeted off the Winter River Bridge.
You want a cigarette?
Oh, no, thank you.
I'm trying to cut down myself.
Is this what happens when you die?
This is what happens when you die. That is what happens when he dies. And that is what happens when they die. It's all very personal. And I'll tell you something. If I knew then what I know now, I wouldn't have had my little accident.
Matron, proud of you two. Take the handbook and go to the 6th door.
Oh, we forgot our handbook.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for their daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. And to feel the way that every child should sit and listen, sit and listen. Went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew me, no one knew me. Hello teacher, tell me what's my lesson. Look right through me, look right through me. And I find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Enlarging your world. Mad world.
Wasn't that pretty? Mad World by Gary Jules. It's also featured on Battlefield Age of Rage, which is really cool. Now, for all intents and purposes, I am not going to, at least I'm not planning to. I'm not planning to commit suicide tonight. Not tonight. But who knows? After we listen to the Hungarian suicide song, all bets are off. I don't know what's going to happen after then. The urban myth. Sorry, I'm a bit relaxed. The urban myth is when you listen to the Hungarian suicide song that people, they're just compelled to kill themselves. It happens. Over 100 deaths have been attributed to this song, which was created in 1932 in C minor. I just think that C minor, why did they have to pick that? C minor. B-E-A-D. So that has 4 flats in it. That's not easy. Because if you want to tell how many flats are in it, you got to go BEADGCF, and that's not for gluten free. But you go back and you go down a half step. So D, go down a half step. C, so that is C minor. B, E, A, and D flat. Isn't that kind of amazing? It's such a strong song with such a rich history. Well, let's go ahead and play that other part of Mad World with Battlefield, because I think it really speaks of what we're going through in this show. Shall we? And I will not submit myself to FBI local citizens arrest. Guy, you are freaking nuts. You should end hero. We're sick.
Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever of a...
Will you shut up? Shut up! Shut up!
Sorry.
The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. What does that mean? What does it mean?
Yeah, well, it's a dream.
How about this song?
Sacrifice from this moment, the conflict is
Okay, that's enough of that. Now, I think when one wants to commit suicide, they often isolate themselves and they feel very much alone. Like it's the dark of the night and no one's there for them. Not even God can hear their pain. There is a poem written by Edgar Allan Poe. See if I can find it. I used to have it memorized. I had been as... Gosh, I can't remember it right now. I'll have to find it. I know it's here somewhere. It's not your music. Information. Oh, lostallhope.com. It's suicide methods. Let's talk about the suicide messes and methods. So suicide, read me first. Let's do that. It says, welcome to Lost All Hope. I'm sorry you are here reading this, but glad you have come across a site that is filled with information and resources designed to help people thinking of suicide, committing suicide. People who are depressed and thinking of committing suicide often feel alone, isolated, just like what I said. Oh, and hopeless. That the world will be a much better place without them, and no one will miss them. You know, this might be true in some guy's case. Well, you are not alone, because there are about 20 million attempted suicides every year. We'll have to look at the statistics. Probably around 160 minutes every year who have serious thoughts of committing suicide. So there are many, many people feeling just like you do right now. And whilst this might not make you feel better, perhaps be reassured that out of 160 million, million, not minutes. Okay, at 160 million who think of committing suicide, only about 0.6% of them actually do. So for 99.4%, their feelings of desperation reduced enough for them not to try and kill themselves. But, you know, if you want it to be over, it can be. However, you feel right now a bit more reading before committing suicide can't do any harm. So I really urge to read Help Me, especially Surviving Today. Now, I thought this might be a site that can tell you how. You know, painless suicide, the different methods that they have there. You know, a lot of them are a little bit painful, like hanging yourself or shooting yourself, electrifying yourself. That I would think would be hair-raising. But who cares what your hair looks like, right? You want to be dead. So the research points to painless suicide being the problem. Why people screw up killing themselves and, throwing yourself off at the top of a building or cliff. You can't really go backwards on that. The people who discuss suicide the most, think about it for the longest time, attempt suicide the most, yet fail suicide most often, are those looking for peaceful and painless ways to go. I'm thinking of my friend Mr. Midnight Movie when I read this. This site was designed to help people thinking of killing themselves. That help might consist of informing of the dangers of particular methods. And there are many dangers and many methods. I mean, my goodness, if you really want to kill yourself, you don't want it to be a half-ass attempt. You want to be successful, because that would be a horrible thing to wake up and be paralyzed for the rest of your life. Could you imagine? I don't know. My goodness. It's just the facts, they say. A successful painless suicide takes a lot of research and preparation. I think that's true. I really do. I understand that people visiting the site may feel hopeless. I really do know how that feels. Do they really? And in that place, it is hard to believe anything will get better. So is this a pro-suicide or anti-suicide? They have a listing of suicide lines. I feel the need at this point to say them. There's Befrienders Worldwide, operating in 39 countries. www.befrienders.org. There's the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That's in the States. www.suicidepreventionlifeline.org. 1-800-273-8255. And then there's the Samaritans, which is in the UK. www.samaritans.org. 08457 90 90 90. And Lifeline in Australia. I don't want to leave anybody out. www.lifeline.org EU 13 11 14. Let's see. Suicide methods, or should we look at statistics? Let me check and see what you think I should do. You're not talking to me. Why? This is a very, I won't want to say popular thing to do, but throughout one's life, perhaps you've known someone that has committed suicide, or has attempted it, or you have had thoughts yourself. Is life giving overwhelming? Did you lose your house? Did you lose your sanity? Did you have to go to the psych ward? If you answered yes to any of these questions, I then suggest that you learn how to complete your suicide. So, and I'm kidding, that's completely satire, which is protected with the Spreaker police. I mean, God, could that noise be any more annoying? Well, let's take a look at it. We're going to jump over to Edgar Allan Poe. One of my favorite poems of his is called Alone. I'm going to attempt to read it. Hold on, let me get a sip of something. Let me get comfy. No, that's not comfy. That is comfy. Oh, I'm so relaxed. Okay, so Alone. From childhood's hour, I have not been as others were. I have not seen as others saw. I could not bring my passions from a common spring. From the same source I have not taken my sorrow. I could not have wakened my heart to joy at the same tone. In all I loved alone. Then, in my childhood, and the dawn of a most stormy life, was drawn from every depth of good and ill, the mystery which binds me still, from the torrent or the fountain, from the red cliff of the mountain, from the sun that round me rolled, in its autumn tint of gold, from the lightning in the sky as it passed me flying by, from the thunder and the storm, and the cloud that took the form, when the rest of heaven was blue, of a demon in my view. That's the poem by Edgar Allan Poe. He was born in Boston in 1809. He was a son of an actress and actor, Eliza Poe and David Poe. Wow. He was mostly known for his poems and short tales and his literary criticism. He has an interesting life. There has been some movies on it. I suggest watching them. I like the earlier movies about Edgar Allan Poe. Quite interesting. And of course, Sylvia Plath committed suicide by sticking her head in an oven. Can you imagine? Well, let's go ahead and click off of that. But it's interesting. I wonder what it meant. I wondered why did he write that poem? Why did he write it? Do you have any idea why he wrote it? Now, he had lost his mother and his wife, who was in need of medical attention, I might add. He lost his sister. And these were the people he loved most in his life. That's why some of his poems are sad, morbid, somber, chilling. And honestly, between you and me, that's what sold. You know, he was an addict. He really was. Absent. That's what he was on. He had few friends. He isolated himself, and he often did feel alone. Think about it. In his mind, whatever he loved was going to die. Kind of like King Midas, but horrible. He dearly loved his wife. It's a touching romantic story, the movie. And he did live in the Bronx. No one seemed to pay any attention to him at all. You know, now where he used to live in the Bronx, it's a very bad neighborhood now and gets very few visitors. You know, even in death, he can't catch a break. When you read his work, do you think he was depressed? I do. But there's some element of hope there. That always gives me a little pick-me-up. And what he wrote for his wife was so sweet, so nice. Everything. Let me check my board. The board is the chat room, and we often have fun, but I'm being kind of morbid tonight. It's Gloomy Suicide Sunday, only recommended for people 18 years of age or older. And if you have a mental disease, perhaps you should not listen tonight. My main focus tonight is the Hungarian suicide song. There is an urban myth, should you listen to it, that you might commit suicide afterwards. I really don't believe in the myth, but it has an interesting background, interesting story. Hello, Grandpa Al and RD. Who else is in the chat room tonight? Go ahead and speak up. Let me know. Let me know. Now, let's go back to suicide statistics. If you are thinking of killing yourself, I need to let you know that the odds are against you. Yes, the odds are against you. Did you know there's such a thing as suicidology? Suicidology. The study is suicide. There are 25 attempts at suicide for every one success. Now, to me, this is still appalling. And young people, if you're 15 to 24, the odds are between 100 and 200 to 1 against. The elderly seem a lot more successful. They're 4 to 1. Excuse me. Women are 3 times more likely to make an unsuccessful attempt than a man, yet will attempt suicide 2 to 3 times more often. However, this does depend on your age, as younger women make many more attempts than men, and women older than 50 make slightly less attempts than men. I would think that would be true. That's a, I think, true to life statistic. Wow. This is kind of crazy. According to the 2008 National Survey on Drug Use and Health, in the U.S., there were only 8.3 million adults who had serious thoughts of committing suicide, and 2.3 million who actually made plans to commit suicide. Excuse me. Of those, 1.1 million actually attempted suicide, but only 33,000 succeeded, which would make the ratio of failure to success 33 to 1. Wow. According to the WHO organization, the World Health Organization, in the year 2000, there were approximately 1 million suicides globally. 1 million people that did not have to die, but only saw it as their only option. That is so sad. The WHO estimates that globally there are at least 20 suicide attempts for every success. I guess us Americans were not that bright. Meaning that there are at least 20 million. Yes, 20 million attempted suicides every year and rising. In a study at Oxford in the United Kingdom, 864 people that attempted suicide and survived were asked to rate on a scale of 1 to 30 how intent they were on killing themselves. Where 30 was total intent, 1 was hardly at all. The results are below. Rating a suicidal attempt. Low, 0 to 6, 36.9% of the respondents. Moderate, 7 to 12, was 33.9%. High was 13 to 20, that's 25%. Very high, which was above 21, that was only 4.2%. So, I mean, if you look at it, 2/3 of the people that try to kill themselves are not that intent on succeeding. You know, I mean, if you don't tell anybody, that to me is a very big attempt, you know, when the attempt is made, how serious it is. If you're going around telling everybody, that is not that serious in my opinion. Though I highly recommend, if you do feel the need, if you're considering ending your life early, please call one of those phone numbers that I stated earlier. I do not want anyone to cause harm to their body. Except for one bad guy. That would be fine. No one needs you anyway. Let's be honest, the wife would be better off without you. And so would the children. Wow. Let's look over here. And again, that was from lostallhope.com. Let's see if they have methods here. They do. They have suicide methods. Oh my goodness. Wow. And I think people that are wanting to commit suicide need to think of the people left behind. It's a very selfish act to do. You know, it may affect a child's life for the rest of their life, you know, to know that someone abandoned them so deeply. The ultimate betrayal is to check out of life. Let's see here. Suicide methods. Let's check that out. What methods are there? Because we're getting ready to listen to the Hungarian suicide song. Wow. Is it okay if I share, Grandpa? Grandpa wrote something in the chat room. I want to know if it's okay to say that. I don't want to say that to everybody, but unless it's okay. You know, I think throughout our lives we've had people at large have had difficulties one way or another where maybe they were thinking of just leaving their life, like moving somewhere else, starting over. I think men do that as well. They think about moving to New York and just starting over. You know, no ties, no nothing. And it used to be a lot easier to do that, not so much now. Okay, Grandpa Al is a dear person of my chat room. I adore you, Grandpa Al. He's a cool person. And he said, I tried suicide 6 times. Each time someone or something brought me back from that dark place. Each time saying I have so much more to do, to accomplish in my life. And I think that's very much true. I just have been feeling gloomy all day. It's been rainy, kind of overcast. You know, there's been a thunder roll, but it hasn't been really loud. So, I love rain, though. I love thunder. I love Oklahoma. I love the stormy weather. There's a part of me that actually likes the tornadoes. Just that energy, that surge. You can smell it in the air after they leave. Just nothing else like it. Nothing else like it. Why don't we listen to the suicide song? Or maybe we should do Goodbye, I'm Sorry. Yeah, we'll do that one. Goodbye, I'm Sorry, Jamestown. Here we go.
Go!
Time has run out for me. Everything's distant and I don't know what to believe. It's so hard, lost in the world, confusion, and I need to leave for a while. Life is so meaningless, there is nothing worth a smile. So goodbye, I'll miss you. And I'm sorry, but this is my fate. is worthless. No one who wants me to stay. And I'm sorry, but I've waited too long. So here's my goodbye. No one will cry over me. I'm not worth any tears. It's been the years of abuse, neglected to treat the disorder that controls my youth. For so long, I'm in a fleshy tomb buried up above the ground. It's no use. Why should I hold on? It's been 5 years, don't need one more. So goodbye. Life's abuse. And I'm sorry, but this is my fate. Everything is worthless. No one who wants me to stay. And I'm sorry, but I've waited too long. So here's my goodbye. No one will cry over me. I'm not worth any tears.
Every 18 minutes, somebody dies from a suicide. Every 43 seconds, somebody attempts one. If you or anybody you know is suicidal, call 1-800-784-2433.
And I'm sorry, but this is my fate. Everything is worthless. No one who wants me to stay. And I'm sorry, but I've waited too long. So here's my goodbye. No one will cry over me. So here's my goodbye. No one will cry over me. I'm not worth any tears.
And that was Goodbye, I'm Sorry. You know, usually in a suicide note, they write I'm sorry in there somewhere. Unless it's about them and no one else, and they don't leave a note at all. You know, I've had a friend... I hear a noise. Guess it's just my headset. He passed away in January. I mean, he had everything. He was a lawyer. He was this. He was that. He was on a lot of different boards in the city that we grew up in, and I had seen him not too long before that. And he had a beautiful wife, children. I don't know. I think some event starts the suicidal thoughts. He had lost his brother. That's what had happened. I didn't know him well, and I don't know. And I don't know. I'm thinking about what Grandpa Al had said about the capacitors. And I do see myself as that. I'm a fan of Tesla. And he would talk about the earth, its vibrational, what do you call it? Our vibration and the Earth's vibration is the same beat. It's the same time. It's the same. That's why walking barefoot feels so good. Because it can really truly ground you, because the Earth's vibration and your vibration are one and the same. That's why I think, there's a lot to energy. We don't have to use all this oil, and I'm getting off target. But I think if your vibration is off, then perhaps that's why some people think of suicide. Now, the Hungarian suicide song is the main reason why I'm doing this, just to talk about the history of it. And there's been 100 suicides attributed to this song. The urban myth is that you listen to it, then you will commit suicide afterwards. Billie Holiday covered this, and it was called Gloomy Sunday. It was one of her most popular tunes. Wow. Sam Lewis, he had rewritten some of the verses. He was known for, I'm going to sit right down and write myself a letter. He stayed close to the bitter despair of the original song. Here's his second verse. Gloomy as Sunday, with shadows I spent it all. My heart and I have decided to end it all. Soon there will be candles and prayers that are sad. I know. Let them not weep. Let them know that I am glad to go. Death is no dream, for in death I'm caressing you. With the last breath of my soul I'll be blessing you. Again, this song originally was birthed out of a breakup back in 1932. Wow. He tacked on a third verse that beamed a ray of light into the tune's darkness. I guess it just got to him. It says, dreaming, I was only dreaming. I wake and I find you asleep in the deep of my heart, dear. Of course, as I said before, Billie Holiday recorded a definitive version of Gloomy Sunday. That was in 1941. And it really struck a chord with people, of kind of like the apocalypse, the Second World War. People were passing. They wanted something they could identify with, and they really were able to. The song was banned in the UK, if I remember correctly. I was reading about it yesterday. Until 2002. Can you imagine a song being banned for that long? So only the instrumental version could be played on the radio. The BBC thought that the song was too upsetting. And I guess in some ways it would be, especially with the onslaught of war and people's memories and, the pain of today. Or sometimes people believe in living in the pain of yesterday. Maybe that's why they were trying to fend off. By 1984, Gloomy Sunday was in the news again when Ozzy Osbourne was taken to court by the parents of a teen who shot himself while listening to the rocker song Suicide Solution. I have not played that tonight. In 1999, a German film, Inland von Lüb Untad. It's called Gloomy Sunday, a song of love and death, which I probably butchered the German pronunciation, but I tried. It told a story of a love triangle in a song that triggered a chain of suicides. And in recent years, the song's been covered by Elvis Costello, Sarah McLachlan, Heather Nova. I mean, I had a long list of people that it had been covered by. It was pretty impressive. I mean, just all these different people, including a little girl from the X Factor, which I thought was pretty morbid. Now, what became of the original writer, the original composer of the song, Rizo Ceres? He was put in a labor camp by the Nazis, and he did survive. After that, he worked in theater and in the circus. He was a trapeze artist also. He actually went flying through the air. He later returned to songwriting, though he never had a hit as big as Gloomy Sunday. I wonder what it does to a psyche to be known for a suicide song. When the song first became a success, it is said that Serres attempted to reconcile with the ex who inspired it. Shortly after, he heard that she had poisoned herself, and there was a copy of the sheet music of the song nearby. You know, and there's another story where she leaves a note with just 2 words, Gloomy Sunday. Whether that's true or not, Serres himself did commit suicide in 1968, jumping from a window of a Budapest apartment building. I wonder if that's the same apartment building that he wrote the song in. He wrote it in 1932 in Budapest. Wow. This is what he said of his conflicted emotions towards his masterpiece. I stand in the midst of this deadly success as an accused man. This fatal fame hurts me. I cried all of the disappointments of my heart into this song, and it seems that others with feelings like mine have found their own hurt in it. I think that's true. Why don't we play the Billie Holiday song? Because someone's asking, why am I celebrating this? It's an urban myth, an urban legend. I want to see if it's true. I'm going to play the Billie Holiday one of it, and then I'm going to play the actual Hungarian suicide song. And let's see if we live or if we're going to survive. You know, Guy Shay, please listen to this. Please. Okay. All right, this is Gloomy Sunday by Billie Holiday, recorded in 1941.
My hours are slumberless, dearest the shadows I live with are numberless. Little white flowers will never awaken you, not where the black coach of sorrow has taken you. Angels have no thought of ever returning you. Would they be angry if I thought of joining you? Gloomy Sunday, Sunday, with shadows I spend it all. My heart and I have decided to end it all. Soon there'll be candles and prayers that are said, I know. Let them not weep, let them know that I'm glad to go. Death is no dream, for in death I'm caressing you. With the last breath of my soul, I'll be blessing you. Gloomy Sunday, dreaming I was only dreaming. I wake and I find you asleep in the deep of my heart. Dear darling, I hope that my dream never haunted you. My heart is telling you how much I wanted you. Gloomy Sunday.
And that was Billie Holiday singing Gloomy Sunday, the updated version of the Hungarian Suicide song. You know, they call them the blues for a reason. They're not the yellows or the greens, purples, reds. They're the blues for a reason. And I get it. I understand it. And there's so much history with this. I'm going to play a different one right now. And I want to know what you think about it. This is Darren D's The Suicide Song.
From the window as I fall, watch my necktie whip back in the wind. From the top of an office building, I can't even see why I should live. But don't give up. Well, you can laugh now, 'cause it's over. I will not stop watching it go to waste. 'Cause I don't need a reason why. Does anyone? No, I don't need a reason why. Does anyone? Does anyone? Does anyone?
Alright, let's see who's in the chat room. Alright, we're going to read what Grandpa Al has to say. He often gives very good advice and helps people smile, helps uplift them, helps encourage them. He's going to talk about his past here. I'm going to read, I don't think I read this before. For my suicide thoughts at the time, I defended my sister by taking the gun from the man that molested me for a long time. He threatened my family. I ended his existence by using it on him. I was brought up to respect all life, and as self-defense, I took his. That took a bitter toll on my mind and health. It started a role of self-destruction. That is very deep, Grandpa Al. My goodness. I understand that. You know, I think a lot of us are survivors, and we do what we can to make it through. Now, my friends, they did a documentary on the doctor. It was called In a Town This Size. My friends are in the documentary, and it's hard to watch. You know, and it's all about expectations, and you know, it's amazing to me. It's disgusting, and I went through a lot of severe abuse as a child, but I refuse to live in the pain of yesterday. It's just like using a remote control. You see a TV, you switch the channels. You don't have to stay on that channel from yesteryear. All those different horrible experiences. They do not have to control you. I choose how I will react to the memories that I've had. I choose that. And hopefully everything's well and good with everybody. I don't mean this as a negative show, but, suicide, I think a lot of us know a number of different people that have tried it or shared very dark times in their life where they may have considered it. Wow. There is a saying from the Cherokee people, when your spirit leaves your body, you can look up and see them. You really can. It's true. Grandpa Al goes on to say, I came out of it by seeing my grandma in a dream. She was pure Cherokee and came to rescue me when I was in the hospital bleeding from a self-inflicted wound. I learned to look up to the heavens, and I think that's very well said. I mean, there has to be something we look up to. Be it a higher being or a belief system, knowledge, music, whatever feeds your spirit. He says that he can hear images and see sound. That's called, I know the phrase for this. Intuitive, no, it's called clairaudient and clairvoyant. Clear hearing and clear seeing. That's what that's called. It just took me a moment to remember it, Grandpa Al. If you're the only one in my chat room, in my show, I'm cool with that. There must be a reason. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I used to work as a reader, believe it or not, back in the day, back in the 90s. And I was on one of the top 10 radio stations in the nation. Like a regular gig, And it was cool. I was able to help a lot of people. I mean, I could call people out by name and street. And there was this one guy. Sorry, there's going to be some noise for a minute. There was this one guy who... where did my wine bottle go to? Uh-oh. Hold on, I got to grab my wine bottle. Haven't opened it yet. This one guy wanted to find out where Jeffrey Michael was. Where's Jeffrey Michael? He called me all day, all night. Did you get a vision? Could you do a card reading and see if you can find where Jeffrey Michael is? You see, when doing readings, I found that people will hear what they want to hear. Let me say that again. People will hear what they want to hear, no matter what I do, what I say. If I have a note from the president, they'll want to hear what they want to hear. That's what they're going to hear. Doesn't matter what I say. So I send him off to Oklahoma City. He's in Tulsa. I sent him off on a wild goose chase because this is back in the time where not everybody had cell phones. So he calls me from Oklahoma City. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. What am I going to do to get this guy off my butt? I mean, Jesus. He's acting like I'm Jeffrey Michael and he can't get off my back. He goes, well, can you do this and that? And I just named off something really random. And apparently there was some gay club by that name. So he goes there, and I said, well, did you talk to the men dressed up like ladies? Yes, I did. I said, well, what was it that I said? Something about, I see a Pennsylvania square. Now, how was I supposed to know? I don't go to Oklahoma City, especially back then, very often. Their biggest mall was Penn Square Mall. How was I supposed to know that? I said, I see a Pennsylvania and I see a square. Like I was some big thing. Because I thought, if I just feed him the wrong information. But you know, I think God has a sense of humor. So he calls me from outside Penn Square Mall. It's at some little Quick Trip. I think it was a Utotem at the time. He calls me from a payphone. And he's putting all this change in there. He goes, well, just tell me a street. Tell me a street. So I name off some random street that just happened to be there. I'm like, Jesus, you know, you're not helping me out here. I need wrong information. Come on. And then he calls me from yet another payphone. I'm like, oh my God. It's like 2:30 in the morning by now. And he goes, well, just give me a phone number. I know if you give me a phone number, it'll be the right phone number. So I rattle off a phone number. And I kid you not, he calls it up on the payphone next to it. Because it was one of those 3 payphones, you know. It had 3 payphones in the little stand. Well, anyway. So he calls up this phone number. And I could hear him talking. Well, yes, you know, is Jeffrey Michael there? And you know what? There really was a Jeffrey Michael, but he was only 8 years old. So I said, I'm sorry, I've done all I could. I wish I could help you more. And he's like crying on the thing, you're the real thing. I said, but it wasn't the right Jeffrey Michael. But you're the real thing. What are the odds? I'm thinking, yeah, what are the odds? I gave you a completely made up number. Wasn't even trying. So. Oh, how funny. The boob channel. So, I mean, that was my experience when I try to give someone false information. I mean, I can get phone numbers. I can get streets. Hey. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I like game playing. So that was my experience, Grandpa. So tonight we're talking about the Hungarian suicide song, and the urban myth is that if you listen to it, you'll commit suicide. Now, I think what I'll do is I'll do a special show for Guy Shea and play this over and over in hopes that he will listen. Do you think that might work? Did you guys listen to my other show that I did? Yeah, that's right, Grandpa Al. Yeah, you and I should talk. I think we got a lot in common, and maybe we can learn something from each other. I always love to learn. Always love to learn. Let's see here. Well, we're going to play this one song. It's called Last Stop, This Town by the Eels. So, and it's kind of a dark show tonight. So we all come to this point at one way or another where maybe you even think about it. Things are so overwhelming. Maybe you have a lot of physical pain and it's overwhelming. Maybe life is so disappointing. Like you had all these expectations, and let's say you lost your business, you lost your house, you can't get rid of the kids. You know, life isn't the best. And plus your looks have gone because you smoked too much. You know, being a female. That's what I'm thinking of. All right, well, let's listen to Eels, Last Stop, This Town.
You're dead, but the world keeps spinning. Take a spin through the world you left. It's getting dark, a little too early. Are you missing the dearly beloved?
All this talk of getting old, it's getting me down, my love, like a cat in a bag, waiting to drown. This time I'm coming down, and I hope you're thinking of me as you lay down on your side. Now the trucks don't work, they just make you worse, but I know I'll see your face again. Now the trucks don't work, they just make you worse, but I know I'll see your face again. But I know I'm on the losing streak as I pass down my old street. And if you wanna show, then just let me know, and I'll sing in your ear again. Now the trucks don't work, they just make you worse, but I know I'll see your face again. 'Cause baby, if heaven falls, I'm coming to, just like you said. Talk of getting on, it's getting me down, my love, like a cat in a bag, waiting to drown. This time I'm coming down. Now the trucks don't work, they just make you worse, but I know I'll see your face again. 'Cause baby, if heaven falls, I'm coming to, just like you said. You leave my life, I'm better off there. But if you wanna show, and just let me know, and I'll sing in your ear again. Now the trucks don't work, they just make you worse, but I know I'll see your face again. Yeah, I know I'll see your face again. Yeah, I know I'll see your face again. Yeah, I know I'll see your face again. Whoa. Yeah, I know I'll see your face again. Whoa. Never coming down now, never coming down no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. Never coming down now, never coming down no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. Never coming down now, never coming down no more, no more, no more, no more.
So I see someone has looked at lostallhope.com. I thought it was a unique address, Lost All Hope. So, it's sick. I mean, we probably shouldn't laugh at all the ways that people try to end hero. Is it end hero or end hero? Oh my goodness. My goodness. I'm trying to see if I can move the scroll thing up so I can see what else you guys were saying. Well, I'm just going to leave it be the way it is. All right, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to hear the Hungarian suicide song? You know, the urban myth is that if you listen to this, you're going to commit suicide afterwards. There have been 100 deaths attributed to this song. Are you guys ready to hear it? Are you ready to chance your life? I need to hear an amen from the chat room. I realize there's a delay, but let's see. And to people listening to archive, if you do not want to listen to this, end my show now. Stop it at this point so you do not hear the rest of it. I do not want to put your life in danger by having you listen to the Hungarian suicide song if you're not ready. Okay, that was my Twitter, Grandpa. Okay. All right. Let's see if Sick is going to stay around. This is called the Hungarian suicide song. And remember that the composer himself leapt to his death, jumped from an apartment building, and ended it all in 1968. He wrote it in 1932. And the woman that he wrote it for, she also committed suicide by poison. Are we ready? Are we ready? Here we go. It has an intro that's pasted on. It's telling you that the composer committed suicide and all this and that. And all the people have died because of the song. I'll tell you when the actual song begins. I got my wine, bitches. More Chardonnay. My next show will be broadcast from the top. Stay tuned. Alright, it should almost be ready for the song part to start. You notice it's the heartbeat of the song. It tunes with your heartbeat and gets faster and faster. Music is so psychological. Okay, I think it's about ready. This is it.
Vasárnap 100 fehér virággal vártalak, kedvesem, templomi imádon. Álmokat kergető vasárnap délelőtt, bánatom hintaja nélküled. Azóta szomorú mindig a vasárnap, könny csak az italom, kenyerem a szánat. Szomorú vasárnap. Utolsó vasárnap, kedvesem, gyere! Hap is lesz koporsó, ravatal gyászletel. Akkor is virág már, virág és koporsó. Virágos fák alatt utolsó. Nyitva lesz szemem, hogy még egyszer lássalak. Ne félj a szememtől, holtan is hallgat.
And that is the end of the song. So, that was the Hungarian suicide song. Please call your loved one just in case it doesn't work out well. But I think we should play something more uplifting. A John Lennon song known as Imagine. I love it.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. And no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us. And the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger, or brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one.
So that was Imagine by John Lennon. I think that will conclude this show. I'm going to start a new one that's just fun and positive and fun. So and maybe we can talk about Tesla. I really enjoy talking about Tesla. Wow, Grandpa Al, I had no idea you were so deep. I'll go ahead and repeat what he's saying and use that to close it out. Music is the shadow of who we are. It's a reflection of both dark and light, a portal of passion and pain. It runs like a river and crawls slower than a snail. It is the essence of the soul dancing on clouds, and inner voices singing with the angels. Yes, I think that's what we just heard. Imagine by John Lennon. I want to thank each and every one of you. Please keep in contact so I know that nothing horrible has happened to you. I don't want anything horrible to happen to you. But why don't we listen to some very informative... Nah, we're not going to do that one. We could be like Garbo.
Have you found her? No, she isn't here. Yes,
Vilma, what's happening? No, I haven't found her. Who's dancing? The play? Oh, well, how was it? Good. All right, you keep the show going. This little trick is going to cost Madame a suit for breach of contract.
Mademoiselle, her nerves.
Her nerves? How about my nerves? Who is she? Where does she think she is? Russia? Well?
I want to be alone.
Where have you been? I suppose I can cancel the Vienna contract?
I just want to be alone.
You're going to be very much alone, my dear Madame. This is the end.
Schönheit des Madame Michmaus.
Done so many things wrong, I don't know if I can do right. Done so many things wrong, I don't know if I can do right. Trust in me, hope I won't let you down. If you give me a chance, I'll try. See, it's been a hard road, the road I'm traveling on. If I take your hand, might lead you down the path to ruin. A hard life, just sing it so you'll